Developing discipline to the point where it becomes scary to people on the outside is when you know you're doing something right. It's important that you develop the skill of discipline because everything in your life hinges on discipline. It's like trying to make a dietary change because you want to get lean or you want to build muscle. And what you do is you go to the gym once. You go one day, you lift some weights, and you stop. Months later, you do another gym session or you have one healthy meal that day and you just completely let it go the next and don't come back for another year. You're probably very familiar with this. If you're watching self-development videos, you have gone through this, that, and the other, tried all these things. You've dabbled in this, you've dabbled in that, but you've never truly made a long-lasting change. When I lost over 50 pounds in under 6 months, I did some radical changes to my diet. Changes that most people don't talk about. And that's why I've created many, many videos on the topic. I've helped so many people lose weight. And one of the big things I tell people is building discipline and sticking to something that you want to do. How do you do that? If this is so pivotal, what are the steps to get there? To be consistent with it? Honestly, there's 3 main things I follow. First one is a huge just mind shift change. Before, when I used to go to the gym, wanting to lift weights, wanting to do this, wanting to do that, whenever it got difficult, and it got difficult quick, because there's times I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I just want to be home. I just want to be relaxing in bed, like scrolling on my phone. I would, instead of saying, I have to do this thing, like I have to get up and go lift weights, instead, I say I get to go and lift weights. I am healthy enough to be able to get up and lift weights and improve my health even further, to build the body of my dreams. I get to do this. This is a choice I am making willingly. Just that shift alone is enough to keep you going, to really push you when things get difficult. That reframe is powerful. Another thing you can tack on to this is to have an MVP. This is like a business slash software engineering term. MVP stands for minimum viable product. What is the smallest tangible thing you can do for what you want to achieve? So if you want to lose weight and get lean, instead of changing your entire fucking life right now, you could just do a small change. Something simple. Okay, maybe I won't eat breakfast. Maybe instead of breakfast, I'll have a black coffee. And then I'll eat a hearty meal for lunch. That's a simple change. It could be going to the gym and that's it. Or just putting on your running shoes and that's it. If you've done that one step, you're done. You don't have to do more. But here's the crazy thing, and you've probably noticed this too. The moment you get started, that momentum tips you into the next step. And the next step, and the next step. It doesn't happen all the time. If only it happened all the time, you wouldn't need this video. But more than not, it'll happen. And you'll be better off for it. So if you have this list of things you need to do, you have this chart with all these little squares, oh, go to the gym or work out. If you have one simple step that you can do, that you can mark off every day, no matter what, you're making progress, because more times than not, you're going to do more than just putting on your gym shoes. You're going to do more than just skipping breakfast. Maybe then you're going to, eat healthier in general. It snowballs, right? When you imagine going on top of a hill on a snowy day, getting a little ball, rolling it up, pushing it down the hill, as that momentum builds up, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and bigger change happens. And I guess I mean like it hits your life and hurts it in a good way. I don't know how that analogy was gonna end, but you get the idea. Like big change, like you roll it and momentum. Yeah, this is a huge one. This is a massive one. Now I talked about being grateful, showing gratitude instead of saying I have to, saying I get to, reframing those negatives into positives. I've talked about the MVP, the minimal viable product. This is a big one. I mean, this is the hardest part. This is the most difficult part. If you get this right, holy shit. Oh my god. What can you not do? That's the real question. What can you not do? The list of what you can do is so damn large that you just got to say what you can't do. Learn to like discomfort. Learn to like going out of your comfort zone. This is something that I've struggled with for so long. And the biggest issue that I had with this was with my social anxiety. When I was younger, I had a lot of just this pent up anxiety, and there's a lot of things I could put it on. When I first came to America, I didn't have the best grasp of the language. I had weird mannerisms. I never really felt like I was a part of the people around me. I never truly felt like I belonged. And I remember like being really conscious about myself. Like I would not want to bring Turkish food to school because of what the other kids might think. What about like my friends? What would they think? Then what, like at the lunch table, like what would they say? Like these, maybe it stinks. It smells. They don't know what this is, right? I remember, one time my mom wanted to pack me yogurt macaroni, and I was like, "Mom, please, for the love of God, just make me just a sandwich, just a regular bologna sandwich. Maybe get me like a Lunchable." It was really bad, and that went all the way up into when I started going to college, right? But I began to build the foundation, and these things I'm teaching you right now, these are hard-earned lessons from me. By you listening to this, I just saved you 2-3 years. When I learned to get comfortable getting out of my comfort zone, that's when a lot of big change started to happen. So I would start approaching girls. I would start talking to the cashier that before I would get nervous, like, that's how I would communicate with people. But I slowly crawled out of that. And it was very, very difficult because I didn't have the proper guidance. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't have the idea of the tips I said before. I was in the damn trenches, boys. Okay? In the trenches. Bombs going off all over the place. I'm being rushed. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm just holding on to my rifle. Honestly, with that, you're good. But I'm going to kind of ramble on. I have more to say about this. So if that alone puts you ahead of 99% of people, I mean, bar none.